Hello and welcome to another Eat a Thing. This time we have a big box of Canadian chocolate bars, very kindly sent to us by Crimson J. And now, let's get chocolatey. Okay, so thought we'd try Mr. Big for the first one. It just looks like a big fancy Snickers.
Yeah, these it's kind of interesting because these are all, I think, nearly all. I say all of them. Some of them are made by Cadbury's, and that's obviously here.
That's good chocolate.
We have Cadbury's here, and I've not heard of any of these bars, so it's very interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what Mr. Big is, but it is originale. Okay, do you want to take a bite first, or shall I?
Of Mr. Big?
Yeah, do you want to take a big old bite of Mr. Big first, or am I doing it?
I think I'll do it.
Okay.
That looks like poop. That looks like a comedy joke store poop.
It's big and knobbly.
Just like me. It tastes a bit like a Lion Bar if you added peanuts. It's got caramel, it's got wafer.
Yeah.
It's got like peanuts in it. It's quite nice. I like that actually. And it's got good Cadbury's chocolate. It's very tasty. You don't like peanuts. How are you getting?
No, I mean, I don't like the peanut aspect, but yeah, it's a little similar to a Lion Bar, a little less
less heavy. It's quite a lot lighter.
less heavy than that. I think there's a lot less caramel in it because there's
More
only
wafer, less caramel.
It seems like there's only a little bit of caramel holding that together. But yeah, that's
No, Mr. Big is tasty.
that's all right.
Yeah, you're okay with having Mr. Big in your mouth,
I'm okay with having Mr. Big in
but
my
you don't
mouth.
like the nuts.
I don't like the nuts. He has to stop at the nuts.
It's only human.
Okay, the next thing we have is Caramilk. This is also made by Cadbury's, and I'm intrigued because Cadbury's caramel bars that you get here, I absolutely adore.
You kind of, if you could live off them, you would.
Yeah. So, let's give this a shot.
It just looks like it's just caramel and chocolate, so...
Really reminds me of the way the package looks, reminds me of a Galaxy caramel.
Oh, yeah. Or
Galaxy's
it'd
Dove
be like Dove
in America,
I think, yeah. Because we can't call Galaxy Dove over here, because that's soap.
Yeah, it gets...
It's good soap.
International brand names get a bit weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, there's already a thing broken off.
And yeah, it looks like... Yeah, just little cubes of chocolate.
Cubes of chocolate.
Shall
we?
Yes.
I don't know, does that taste a little bit sweeter than the normal, like, Cadbury's chocolate bars that we get? Like, the caramel's a little bit more sugary, I think.
Yeah, that's really interesting because like it tastes very similar to our caramels, but yeah, it's just a little bit different. I mean, I guess that's why it's called a Caramilk.
I mean, it is pretty tasty. I'm not a massive fan of caramel, but caramel's nice and gooey, nice and sugary. Chocolate's good.
Yeah, it's a less I don't know how to describe it because the caramel's just a bit different. It's a bit smooth. It actually tastes. You know what it does? Because I was saying it tastes like it looks like a Galaxy caramel. It tastes more like the caramel inside a Galaxy caramel, but in Cadbury's chocolate, which is perverse. That's like mixing Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
I was going to say Coca-Cola and milk.
I mean, that also would be blasphemous, and it should not be done. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Nice, though. I do like it.
I like the look of this one. Big Turk.
Big Turk.
And it's Nestle, so another brand we're familiar with. And it seems to be a Turkish Delight. Ooh. Which, I don't mind Turkish Delight. How do you feel about Turkish Delight?
You see, I like shit Turkish Delight, the sort that you get in chocolate bars.
Also the really garbage stuff.
Yeah, real Turkish Delight. I've had, and I don't like it very much at all, but shit Turkish Delight, I like.
Oh, it's just like a little, kind of, like a little bubbly.
A little bubba.
Oh, dang. Okay. So I'm just going to have to have a bite of this straight away.
Okay. Yeah, it's Turkish.
Very gummy.
Delight in chocolate. Oh, yeah.
This might be Turkish Delight you're not a fan of. Because it's quite perfumed.
That's quite perfumey, yeah. I don't know.
I mean... I couldn't have much of that. That's quite sickly. It's like, if you've ever had Turkish Delight, it's just... I'm used to the more jelly, kind of like... Nowhere near as solid Turkish Delight. With chocolate.
If you're familiar with Fry's Turkish Delight, which is the ones you have over here, like the little pink bars. It's it's a lot more chewy than that,
It's
and
very
it's
gummy.
more perfumey than that. So it's not quite as sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, I couldn't have much of it. I think the chocolate does add the sweetness that it needs. I've had way worse Turkish Delight.
Yeah,
way
no.
cheaper, grosser Turkish Delight.
No, it's totally fine, actually.
Yeah. You're okay with that one?
Yeah. Up next, we have Coffee Crisp.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
You are.
I don't like coffee-flavoured candy. I think it's gross.
I'm okay with it, but I think mostly I'm okay with it because I'm one of those people that will get used to something, so I'm the only one that eats it. So I got used to liking...
everyone leaves the coffee, like,
Yeah,
candy.
when you'd have like a selection box, so everyone would always leave the coffee ones because no one likes them, so I'd hoover them up at the end.
I don't think I've ever seen you eat a coffee-flavoured anything.
That's because that period of my life is long gone.
I'm glad, because that sounds very dodgy.
Okay, but yeah, this
It
seems
just
to be
looks
a...
like nougat. Oh, it's a thick boy.
Yeah, I think it's just like wafer with a coffee flavouring, like, chocolate bar thing.
Okay, give it a nom.
That is exactly what it says on the tin. That is a mild coffee flavouring.
I can't even taste the coffee, but I just have had a mouthful of coffee, so maybe that's why.
Because everything tastes like coffee.
Everything always tastes like coffee.
Yeah. It's a very, very mild coffee taste. That's actually okay.
I'm not a fan of it.
Because I don't like coffee itself.
No, I can't even
But
taste the
like-
coffee. It's just so much wafer. No
It
one
is.
man should have all that wafer.
It is quite thick wafer. So it's not quite as light as a normal wafer.
Yeah, it's quite
But
quite heavy. But yeah, I'm not a fan. Thank you, Dix.
I like how we live next door to a road where people make all the noise.
That's great.
It's always good.
Love it. Okay. Ist eine wunderbar für Essen. Apologies to anyone who speaks German, just because I exist.
Just in general.
I'm sorry.
Just sorry, Germany.
So yeah, this seems
And Canada,
to
I
be
guess.
peanut butter caramel, a peanut butter caramel experience
Oh.
with an exclamation mark. If the bar is that excited for me to eat it, then I gotta. This is another Cadbury's one as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dang. He smashed.
Oh, has this one not survived transport quite so well?
No. This just looks like a Boost bar so far.
A little bit, yeah.
Which
But
I
it's-
like Boost bars, so...
But you say it contains...
Peanut.
Peanut,
Yeah.
okay.
So... Oh, it's like peanut brittle and a bit of nougat. Or is that peanut butter? It's salty.
That's all we can tell. Yeah,
You will hate this.
all I can taste is peanut. Mm-hmm. My life is peanut.
It's kind of got that Snickers bar kind of flavouring. But with a lot more caramel and peanut brittle, which is, yeah. That actually works better than I thought, and actually it's really growing on me. I kind of want another
You
bite.
can have that. That's so far my least favourite one.
Well, my teeth don't like it, but I do. What's next, Daddy-o?
Next, and indeed last, is an After Eight bar. Now, you quite like After Eights, don't you?
I am a slut for After Eight.
That is true. That is
They
true.
are delicious.
I've seen you do horrifying things for an After Eight.
See, they're there for after you've eaten and 8 p.m. Or any time because they're delicious and I just want them in my mouth all the day.
You know, it took me a very long time to realise that the After
It's
Eight...
for after you've ate.
Yeah, it took me so long to realise it was just a joke. It was just a play on words. Okay, so yeah,
Smells good.
That smells very much like an After Eight mint.
It's just kind of like dark chocolate mint fondant.
Yeah, what I'm going... Yeah, if you haven't had an After Eight, yeah, it's like just, mint, as you say, mint fondant inside dark chocolate. Now,
That mint smells real good.
yeah, the normal ones are very, very thin.
They're very, very thin.
So I'm
Wafer
intrigued
thin.
how adjusting the ratio of chocolate to the fondant thing inside of it, how that affects how they taste. 'Cause, you know, sometimes just adjusting that can make them, you know, that
Shit.
it can throw off the balance. So let's try it.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty thick. Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, it's not soft on the inside like a normal
See,
After
in
Eight.
a normal After Eight mint, you can smush them and it's just like really quite goopy. It's very gooey. Whereas this is just like solid.
I mean, there's
Too much chocolate.
there's way more dark chocolate there than normal.
I do
so-
not like dark chocolate.
So yeah, the ratio has been affected. And as such, it's not quite as strong as a regular after 8 mint, it has to be said. As can be evidenced by the fact that you don't seem to be enjoying yourself, even though you love after 8 minutes.
The thing is, dark chocolate works best with like mint fondant and just mint in general. I hate dark chocolate. So after 8s, with their paper thin, like, bits of dark chocolate in there, are just right for me.
Yeah.
But with it, there's like, that's just a chunk of chocolate. I don't like it.
Well, you know, that goes to show you that you can't just make something bigger and it just function.
But yeah, did you have a favourite?
Because
I had a favourite.
I guess my favourite would be the caramel.
No one's
It's
surprised.
kind of a little boring, but the other one, some of the other ones had like nuts in and things. And I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of nuts. Well,
You're not
peanuts.
nuts about nuts.
I'm not nuts about nuts. So yeah, that would be mine. What would yours be?
I'd probably say, like, I'm torn between Mr. Big and the Wonder Bar.
The Mr. Big.
The Mr. Big. I'll just get them out of here.
Yeah, we do actually have
We have dupes.
Crimson J very kindly sent us a bunch of them. So
Yeah, it was
any
pretty
that we
awesome.
do like, we have a supply of.
I'd say, like, out of these two, I'd probably pick Mr. Big because it's a lot lighter. And
yeah,
I
I
could
get that.
happily eat an entire one and not feel super stodgy after, I
Yeah,
reckon.
I get that.
So I'd say Mr. Big's my favourite. He's a tasty boy.
So yeah, thank you very much to Crimson J, and thank you very much for watching, and
Bye.